Now, so far to adjust column width, we have positioned on the line between columns and double click. And there are other ways of modifying the width of the columns. So what we're going to do is click anywhere in column A. It does not matter where. We are going to go into the Format menu. Now this is in your home ribbon. And you will notice there is a column width command in there. So we're going to select that command. And this allows you to key in a specific number for the width. We are going to key in 14 and click OK. If you watch column A, you should notice that it widens up. And for the next one, they want us to use what I call the drag method. If you position between two columns, and we're going to position between D and E, you're going to see the mouse resemble a double-headed arrow. And when you see that, you can left drag, and it will display a little tip box telling you how wide it is. And we're going to left drag until it is 15. Now, the problem with the drag method is it's really hard to get the value exactly right. Okay. Once you see 15 or close to 15, you can go ahead and release. And then we're going to position between columns C and D. And we're going to use Best Fit, which is also referred to as Autofit. And basically that is the double click method. So we're going to double click here, and it automatically looks in column C for the widest entry, which happens to be this text heading. And it makes the column wide enough for the largest entry. Now we're going to go to cell E17, which is, I don't know why they want us to go to 17, but we're going to go to E17. And they want us to auto fit this column. So we're going to go into Format, and we're going to choose Auto Fit Column Width. Okay, and that was the longest entry, so it just maybe helps it find that longest entry a little easier when we do it that way. Yeah, what it's doing is it is looking at the text in that cell and auto-fitting to that specific cell. Whereas if we double click at the top and we do auto-fit, it's looking at everything in the column. So now we're going to go to column C, and we're going to use the drag method, but we're going to use it on more than one column. So we're going to start on C and drag over through F. So we've got 4 different columns highlighted. Then on the boundary, that border between, for one of the inner columns, we're going to left drag to 15. What it should do is change all of our selected columns so that they are 15 wide. Try that again. It is hard to get this exact. Okay, that worked, but it's not exactly 15. So if you guys get close, you're good. As you can see, this is not my favorite way of being precise there. That one worked. Okay, but the point is you can do multiple columns at once using that left drag. Now we're going to click away from everything. And at this point, they would like us to move the contents of E12 through F13 back to A14 through B15. So if you remember earlier, we moved the contents here, and now it wants us to move it back. So we're going to highlight E12 through F13, position over the border, and we're going to left drag this back to A14 through B15. Now those same techniques that we use for column widths are available for row height. And what we're going to do is go right below number 17 on that border between 17 and 18. And we are going to drag down. So it is approximately 21 or close to 21. And then you're going to release. And at this point, you're going to go ahead and save.